We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's the Fall Classic, Game 1 of the World Series. Next. Chris Archer gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Bart Simpson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a curveball that's bounced foul just to the left to home plate. Bell on second. Cole on at first with 2 down. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Bell rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner will score from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Josh Peterson.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Soft liner toward short. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Pulled toward right center field. Simpson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
The batter, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches. And ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Wide, 2-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with it.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. So a full count now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Peralta, the runner at first with 2 gone. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Russo moves over, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple as they can't. And add to their 4-2 lead.
The shortstop, Tim Beckham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is in off the plate.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop. Hector Sanchez waits on deck. Kluber's ready. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is the guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
2-0 count. The pitch in the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Chris Archer.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Chris Archer.
He's set. Here it comes. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only one pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
None out, runners at first and second. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eduardo Nunez. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. The 1-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. He's got it. There's 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Ready now, Jim Russo. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
From the belt, the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. More. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Bart Simpson. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Hit out towards second. Merrifield scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Whit Merrifield, a fly out and a single for him so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Simpson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in, Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Simpson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Indians forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom half. Into the box now, the Indians pitcher, Corey Kluber. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. The 2-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. Simpson is right there. One down. Ready once again, David Peralta. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Skied into very shallow right. Simpson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Settling in now, Bart Simpson. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
The second for one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Center fielder, Jock.
Here it is. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runners going. That's a strike to throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it just got to drive him in now.
Pick up the ball, stand right
Outside,
here.
the
On the bag, on the
throw
bag.
is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Now a sinker this time, but this ball stays outside as he loses him here. It's ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
First delivery to him on the way. Good-looking sinker on the inside corner. And a breaking ball stays outside. And he'll step off and go to third here. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Missed with a breaking ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Peralta has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. And Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. Darren O'Day will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ahmed Rosario is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Matt Olson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. And that one just missed outside. His head-to-head with Darren O'Day. He's gone 2 for 6. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're caught.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Olson connects and sends it to deep right field. Simpson ranging back. He dives, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's now 6-2. Up next for the Buccos, Bart Simpson. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And this is fouled at the plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Pittsburgh, PA.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next. Carter Capps is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that He's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He could probably play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
Now at the plate, David Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The right fielder, number 6, David Peralta.
First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher David Peralta. His first homer here in the series as the Tribe move out in front 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Bart Simpson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped high in the air. Lindor is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another chance. Bart Simpson will swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Leading off for Cleveland, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Simpson moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Whit Merrifield next to hit. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Whit Merrifield.
Heading out towards shallow right. Simpson moves over, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Matt Olson. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And that one is gone.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bart Simpson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And he'll get back in safely. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to stand off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Here we go. Pitch outside. The throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as show track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch in there. Now the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. So 1-1. Clears this one over toward first. Diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in and looking for more, Bart Simpson. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
Center fielder number 35, Abraham Almonte.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
It's time to raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirate closer comes in to ice this one and picks up the save.
Before we take our lead, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's game. Coming to the plate now, Bart Simpson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Schimpf stands at second with no outs. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 1-2. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Bunt stays on the 2-2 pitch, and he gets it down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. So credit him with an RBI, as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Martin Cole.
Gray sets. First pitch on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. Here's Jock Peterson now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 0 for 7. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third, because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Hey, Dero, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on.
Leading off with a drive, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Simpson waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in once again, Bart Simpson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
And it's fouled away. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jose Ramirez.
In the air to straightaway right. Simpson is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Bart Simpson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fars now the pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball one. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Zimmer.
And that's the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses with a curveball.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you. White ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to, even though it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Felix Pedroza.
Designated hitter, Felix Pedroza.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air out to right. Simpson going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you... Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's Game 4 of the... The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Cleveland Indians.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bart Simpson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Bauer is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. And I think one of the keys for him...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over.
Batting six.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway. He finds the short porch for a home run. Striding in for the Indians, Charlie Blackmon. He reached on a single in his first try. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Simpson waits on it. 2 gone. Up next for the Buccos, Bart Simpson. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First delivery to him on the way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Bell over at second. Schimpf at first. 2 out in the inning. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lindor over to his left. And that retires the side. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Simpson ranging forward. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been.
Digging in the switch hitter, Bart Simpson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Onto the home run porch and gone. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Well, people always wonder why some players make.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Bart Simpson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Olson, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 7th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Charlie Blackmon.
Ready with the 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Simpson has a read on it. 1 out. Now at the plate, Bart Simpson. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Bart Simpson.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. Russo at second. Bell is over at first with 1 away. Missed with a slider.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Mejia has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Martin Poe. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
That was definitely a two-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Still 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.